Okay, so let us look at this question. Yeah? Okay, so we had a question that was like this. Okay, so we had this question. So we had 6 over x squared plus 7 over x. Okay, and then this is less than or equal to 3. So the first thing that you want to do here in order to find the range of values that are solutions to this equation is to multiply throughout by x squared. Okay, so we are multiplying everything by this x squared. So if I multiply this x squared multiplied by 6 over x squared, it means this x squared and this x squared is going to cancel. So what am I going to remain with? I'm going to remain with 6. And then plus, if I multiply 7 over x multiplied by x squared, it means one of these x's will cancel with this x, so that we remain with 7 multiplied by that x that is outside. So we have 7x, and then less than or equal to, and then 3 multiplied by x squared, you're just going to get 3x squared. Okay, and then from here now, okay, let's take all these guys to the other side where the 3 squared is. So it means here I'm going to remain with 0 is less than or equal to 3x squared. And then this one you take it to the other side to be minus 7x, and then minus what? 6. Okay, so we see that this whole expression here, it is greater than or equal to what? To 0. So if it's greater than or equal to 0, it means we can write it as this. I can start with the expression, okay? And then I say this whole expression here is greater than or equal to 0. So here I'm going to put greater than or equal to what? To 0. So I've not changed anything. I've just started with the expression and then the sign. Okay, so this here is the exact same thing as you are seeing here. Okay, just be careful with the signs here, because this guy here is on this part that is greater. So even when you write it first, this part that is greater should be the what? The first. Okay, and then from here we have now a quadratic inequality. So what do we need to do? We need to find the product, the factor, and the what? The sum. So the sum, we see that it's minus 7 there. Okay. And then the product will be what? Product will be 6 multiplied by minus this guy. So it means the product is minus 18. Okay, so 3 multiplied by minus 6 is 18. And then the factors, so we are looking for 2 numbers such that when we add them, they give us minus 7. When we multiply them, they give us minus 18. So what are those numbers? Okay, so those numbers are minus 9 and what? 2. So when you add these, they will give you a 7, a minus 7. When you multiply them, they'll give you a minus 18. Okay, so now that we have these factors, we can replace this minus 7 with these factors here. Okay, so I'm going to write 3x squared, and then I'll write minus 9x, and then plus 2x, okay, and then minus 6, this one here. So minus 6 is greater than or equal to what? To 0. And then from here, we can group them. So we group this with that one, then we group this with that one. So what is common here? We see 3x. Even here, we have the 3x. We can factorize a 3x. So 3x is common. So 3x outside. And then what are we going to remain with here? We're going to remain with x. Then there, we're going to remain with minus 3. Okay. And then here, what is common? We see that the positive 2 is common. So we are going to remain with x minus 3. And then it's greater than or equal to what? To 0. And then from here, we see that here and here we have the same factor. So we are going to write it once, x minus 3, and then the other one will be what? 3x plus 2 is greater than or equal to what? 0. And then from here now, we can get this as our factor, this as our factor, equate them to 0 and solve for x. So the first one will be x minus 3 is equals to what? 0. So this will be x is equals to what? 3. And then the other one will be 3x plus 2 is equals to 0. So this will be x is equals to minus 2 over what? 3. So now we have two critical values here. We have x is equals to 3 and x is equals to what? Minus 3. So you can use either the shortcut that I told you, okay, or you can use the testing table, okay? So let me use the shortcut here. So I said whenever you have a greater than here, okay, it means your answers are going to be in this manner. X will be less than, okay? So you follow what the sign has. If it is greater than or equal to, you even include an equal to here. So as long as that in your original expression you have greater than or equal to like this, then your answer should be in this form. X, okay, is less than, okay, or equal to A, and then you say, or X is greater than or equal to what? To B. Where this A is the smaller number, okay, of the two numbers that you're going to find here. So in this case, our A will be this one because it's the one that is smaller, okay? And then B is the bigger number of the two that you're going to find here. So in this case, our B will be what? 3. So it means our answer will just be X is less than or equal to minus 2 over 3, okay? And then we are saying, or X is greater than or equal to what? To 3. So this here is the final answer. If you want, you can leave it like that, okay? But if you want to put it now in interval form, okay? So I'll show you a very simple method. You can draw a number line here, and then you put your 0 there, okay? So this is a positive number, so it will be after 0 like that, okay? And then this is a negative number, so it will be before 0 like that, okay? So now let's follow what the sign is saying. They're saying x is less than or equal to minus 2 over 3, okay? So minus 2 over 3 is here, so we put a shaded circle here because here it's less than or equal to, so meaning this one is included in the solution. And then where can we find numbers that are less than this? Okay, we find numbers that are less than this all the way here up until what? Minus infinity. Okay, so minus infinity is like the biggest negative number. Okay, so as long as you are going this side, okay, it will be more negative until you reach minus infinity. And then here, the 3 is here. So we're going to shade this circle here because I can see a greater than or equal to. If there was no this equal to here, I'll just put an open circle here. Okay, and then let's follow what the sign is telling us. The sign is saying x should be greater than or equal to what? To 3. So meaning we want 3 or all the numbers that are greater than what? 3. So we are going to go all the way to the positive numbers until we reach what? Positive infinity. Okay, so from this number line now, you can pick your interval. So the first interval is from minus infinity all the way to minus 2 over 3. And then you say union the second interval, which is 3 all the way to what? Positive infinity. So this will be minus infinity, comma, minus 2 over 3. And then this minus 2 over 3 is included in the solution. So we're going to put a square bracket like that. And then you say my union. This 3 is included, so we're going to put a square bracket and then 3, comma, positive what? Infinity like this. So this is the final answer here. So this answer that I've written here is the same as this answer here. So if you want, you can leave it like this, okay? If you want, you can put it like that. It's up to you, okay? So thank you so much. That's how you solve that one.